Hello, everyone. This is another mid-legal simul. We have been taking a break from the simuls, but today we'll be back doing the simuls. So let's double check if the settings are okay. You can hear me well. Let's see, audio. Well, microphone should be, yeah, it's right there. That's perfect. So the microphone is actually the best one. And let's get started. So we'll be starting in 10 minutes if we have enough people. And I'll make sure that we have people join let's say, the stream if they want to. So we'll so double checking the player title players with Q&A. That's the thing. So this one, okay. Alrighty. All right. So let's say, please join the stream with your questions to answer. Okay, everybody, no matter how highly rated or lowly rated you are, everybody's welcome. And also in the stream, you can join the stream and ask questions, and that's the cool part of it. So you can play, you can actually ask questions in the chat, you can actually do both, and you can do neither. Just wanted to watch and enjoy the simul. This is another thing that I can encourage. So yeah, anybody that wants to join the simul, anybody, no matter how low, how high rated, you're welcome here. And this is a fun return to form of the simuls, and hopefully we'll have a good simul. Well, I know that we're going to have a good simul, but if you want to join the fun in the stream, you can join us and ask questions, and we'll be happy to answer them. Hello there. All right. Hello there. Anybody, any level, can join the simul. And all right. I will strictly answer any questions in my stream. Thank you. All right. Except everybody. Everybody is welcomed here. All right. All right. All right. Very good. So let's see this field. We have cool guys. Cool guys. I see that. Let's see if there's anybody that I've seen before, like say returned friends. No, everybody's new friends. So yeah. Yes, I am streaming. Thankfully. Hello, how are you doing, Mr. Isaac? Nice to see you. What are openings for 2,000 plus players for white and black? Well, white, I think I like the Catalan. Well, I love the Catalan. And for black, I endorse the French defense against e4 and the Nimzonian against d4. And for example, if you want to play against d4, f3, and c4, I like the Queen's Indian defense. Queen's Indian defense. That's set up for everybody. Everything. This Queen's Indian defense is a solid opening. Try it. So I endorse that for if you're 2,000 plus. So it's not too hard. Only Nimzonian is hard for theory-wise, but it's a good solid opening. No, for every level. Hello, Santiago. It's nice to see you. Hopefully you guys are doing well. All right. Alrighty. So, Victor, I have a Twitch as well. Metal _ Eagle. So, just making sure that people that don't have YouTube, they can just join me in this Twitch side. That'd be fun. So, if you guys don't have the YouTube, let's say privileges and chat, you can actually join the YouTube channel, or the Twitch channel rather. You can do both. You can do either or both. I'm around 1700 FIDE and device for improvement. Well, this is a cool thing. If you're 1700 FIDE and you want to go up, I think that you want to play a lot of better players. You want to play a lot of better players. So if you lose against them a lot, you'll be learning how to play with them a lot. So you see that how to demolish you. They'll say, okay, try this next, try that plan the next guy, and you can actually squash them because they don't know how to play like those other higher rated guys. So it basically like osmosis, basically joining together. The more better players you play, you'll be more like them. Basically like a sponge. You absorb their knowledge, and if you do more and more and more and more, and get crushed and crushed and crushed, soon enough you're going to find out how to play against those better players, and you'll be actually getting results that are better. And the people that are your level, they'll be easy peasy. So play a lot, but play better players. Make sure you play at least 200 ELO points of view, and you do that frequently. And if you do that one, it's important. So people, let's say 1700 FIDE plus, hello, they just read books, watch videos. They don't play. That's not good. There is basically watching, but applying the knowledge. The second step, applying knowledge, is a really good thing to do. Apply the knowledge that you have, and do that. Don't just watch YouTube videos. Don't just read books. Don't play. That would be terrible. You want to play it. Learn use what you learned. What books you recommend? I endorse the Amateur's Minds, Jeremy Simul books. Jeremy Simul books I recommend a lot. The Reassess Your Chess, Amateur's Mind especially. I read that many times, and it's really good. I like that one. Makes your mind change in a good way. It's basically, another thing is you want to go up when you have 1700 FIDE. You got to be having a mind change. You got to change your mind, and that, okay, if you have your opponent capture a piece of yours, don't capture back. Think about what can you do instead, like in a muscle, maybe some resource that you calculate, then you can win that way. Sometimes a lot of people that are 700 rated below, they say, okay, I take you, take me. We're playing Barney chess. You take me, and I'll take you the way you expect me to do. But what they don't know is that if you take me, I don't have to take the way you expect me to. I can do something else. Like, oh, I can do something like a tactic in between move that's not expected, and you can actually win that way. So, do you understand? I like Queen's Gambit declined exchange structures and recommendations for white against knight f6. So d4 knight f6, you mean? Do you mean this one? d4 knight f6 if you're white? Is that what I'm hearing? Or is that not what I'm hearing correctly? So you can let me know if I'm not right, and I'll be happy to answer that properly if I, let's say, get the right answer. Yes? Okay. So if you're playing against knight f6 and you're playing d4, you're gonna have a structure. I'm making a structure that you know how to play the middle games no matter what. So you don't need to memorize opening moves. You don't need to play the main lines, and just remember in your mind what you do. My piece goes there, this piece goes there, and this is the move order that we had to shift the plans. No. You want to make sure that you have an idea of middle games beyond the opening. So whatever opening you choose, you know the middle game plan no matter what really crazy things you do. So if you do that, then you'll be actually good to go. So whichever opening structure you want, you can do the reverse. You can do reverse, let's say a reverse stonewall, like d4, f4. There's also London system, d4, bishop f4. You can also do the Colley system. I taught that for my students, like d4, e3. And do the triangle setup, c3, b3, bishop e2, knight f3. I think it's solid. You can't stop you with doing this potential e4 push, and this is really good. But basically, have a setup in your mind. Whenever what your opponent does, you can play the middle game with confidence. So basically, you want to have the mindset is, don't say like, oh, I memorized this theory, but I'm guaranteed to have a 0.03 advantage. Versus your opponent just shows something completely different, and you have to rely on your intuition. Like, oh, I didn't study in the book. I just move this way, and just really incorrect. You want to make sure that you have a setup. No matter what your opponent does, you know how to play the middle game. That's you want to go beyond the opening and choose an opening that goes through middle games you are comfortable with. You have a psychological edge. So how do I join? Yeah, plus the usual. Yeah. Thank you, Sapium. How are you doing today, by the way? Nice to see you, fellow Eagle. So we'll start the simul soon. Let's do, all right. We have 20. Let's start the Simul, and I'll make the moves for Yosef. So, all right, I'll do everything. I have 3 as white, so he'll just join us when he can. How are you doing, guys? Nice to see you. Always nice to see you. And I have 3. But yeah, I like your questions. So please keep them coming. No matter how complicated or how easy, basic the questions are, just ask the questions. I'll be happy to answer them. More than happy, rather, more than happy to answer them. So, French defense. Okay, D5. All right, this one I have 6. This one E6, 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 and D4. This is a C4. Okay, and I have 6 and C4. Now let's see in the chat. Is there any more questions? All right. So hide comment. Double A, double G. Am I playing Yosef or you? You can choose. You would choose me or Yosef. You can choose whichever you want because you're a friend of mine. You can choose whoever want to play against me or Yosef because Yosef is a rare breed. They probably want to play him because you play me any time of the day when you play ghosty streams. But Yosef is a special treat for my stream. So you choose. You have a free choice. Just let me know. And let me know when your username is on Late Chess, and I'll set you up properly. So, yeah, that's the thing. If you told me what your opponent preference is, then I'll have you play the opponent exactly. So I'll do D4, the blocking the E4 push. All right, D5 rather. D5 is a 1. All right, so eventually we'll have Yosef join us. So sometimes he has a little bit of a delay. I'll do C4. D5, okay. Please draw. My mother's calling. I heard that before. Not laughing because you said that, but I've heard that before. I want to beat you. You want to beat me? Okay. So game on. You're gonna play me. So can you tell me your username, Sapium, and Leeches, so I can know who you are? If your username is the same as Twitch, that'd be perfect. But if it's not, let me know. Oh, it's Sapium. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, sounds good. All right, sounds good. But if anybody has a question, make sure you let me know. Super dodgy? Okay, sounds good. Alrighty. But one thing about people that says I need to draw. So in this story is that there was a guy that says I have to go, and he played a whole hour. He didn't have to go. He wanted to draw against me, and I said, okay, I'm not gonna draw you, and we'll play on. And he played for another hour. He didn't really need to go. He wanted to draw. That's the thing, that never accept a draw for people demanding a draw. So this is a, let's say, standard I hold to myself too from the Simul. So I don't accept draws because the people is like, I need to go. I really need to have this draw. Please draw me. It's like, no, you don't really need that, and I don't need it either. It's the content. If you don't have time for the Simul, don't do the Simul. That's the thing. It's a commitment for your time to play Simul, however long it is. It's going to be an hour plus, at least an hour plus, usually, unless if you play terrible, which hopefully you don't. But I'm saying that you got to be in the commitment of time that you can actually play the whole thing, or just don't play at all. That's basically what I say. Oh, Yosef, my friend. Hello, Yosef. Hello. Do you hear me?
Yes.
Very good. So I started the Simul, and all right. So yeah, basically, Plastic Eagle, you should start join the Simul before the Simul started. There's no late join. Yeah, in the Simuls and Leech Chess, you got to join at the very beginning, or else you don't join at all. So once you see the link that Sapium sent on the stream, you have to join that one right away. If you don't join before the Simul starts, then you're not going to be playing the Simul. So yeah, this is your game, Yosef. I played games for you, so this is you.
Yeah, G3.
G3, yeah. You again.
Pawn takes d5.
Mm-hmm. All right. So this is the guy that says, I want to go because my mom's talked to me. I'll say, no, you got to play the Simul. I'm sorry. You can resign too. There's all other options. So I'll take a d5. That's you in your game.
Bishop b2.
Mm-hmm. That's you again.
Um, Queen b6.
Mm-hmm. You again.
Um,
This b3, move one.
Bishop f5.
Bishop f5. Okay. Oh, bishop f5. There's no queen move involved. So this is me. I'll do the Catalan. This is what I taught to somebody that how to play an opening in the 2000 plus range. The Catalan is really good for white. I recommend it for serious players. And okay, this one, the Catalan again. I'll play that one. True to form. My friend Sapium's playing Samuel. He wants to beat me, so I'm accepting the challenge for that. This one is going to be 96. I learned that from Georg Meyer. This one is going to be me. I'll do. Let's do bishop a6. No, b4 happens, so bishop b7 is probably proper. It's mainly if they go g3. All right. And this one is me. I'll do bishop b4 check. Now, this is me. I'll do bishop d2. Okay, this is me again. The Nemzomanian. This is another thing I told people to do in the 2000 plus range. Nemzomanian is it's gonna be complicated, but it's really solid to every level. This is your game, Joseph.
Pawn to g3.
Mm-hmm. You again.
Bishop d7.
Mm-hmm. Okay, d4. You again.
Pawn to h6.
This one.
Yes.
Okay, make sure. All right, this is me. All right, this I've seen this before. So this bishop b6 move. c4 is the main line. So this is me again. I'll do knight f6. And this is my turn again. He wants to do that one, and this is normal things. I'll just do a3. Let's say put in the question the bishop. This is you.
Bishop b5.
Bishop b5. All right. Bishop b5. Okay. This is me. I'll just take a d5. This is what b6 is prompting to do, taking d5. This is you.
Bishop g2.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is me. I'll just castle. No problems here. You.
Pawn to e6.
Pawn e6. All right. Pawn e6 here. All right. All right. This one. This is a normal thing. I'll just do bishop b6 to block e5 from knight. And that's okay. This is me. I'll do bishop b2. Main line, almost Catalan. All right. This is taking c6 with the pawn. Why not? This is me. I'll just bishop b2. Bishop b2. Developing normally. This is all right. Knight b2 is fine. It's normal things. e4 is coming. It's in the block of e5, and it's really good for me. So it's me again. I'll just do bishop e7 or bishop e4. Bishop e4, maybe. Let's do bishop e7. I don't want to waste time. Give him e3, b4 speed. It's you.
Bishop g2.
Bishop e2. Sounds good. Bishop e2. And this is your turn again.
Knight b7.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is me. I'll take a d5 with the queen. This is me again. I will do knight e7 to block rook e1 problems. All right. This is you.
Castle short.
Mm-hmm. Okay. My turn. He goes this way. And I will take a c4 in the castle. This is my plan. All right. This is my turn again. I'll do h6. This one is me. I will do knight bd2. And this is me. I'll do castles, normal national moves. This is my turn again. And I'll do e4 because I can. Simply because I can, I'll do that. So get in the center. This is you.
Castle short.
Castle sure? Okay. You again?
Bishop takes bishop on e2.
Mm-hmm. You again?
Pawn takes d5.
Mm-hmm. All right. This is me. Okay, the bishop b4 check. All right. This is me. All right, goes this way. I'll castle. Like I was planning your turn.
Pawn to c6.
Pawn c6. Sounds solid. And this
Seven.
it is solid. I'll just castle myself. King side. This is me. This is okay. Let's do knight c3. Knight c3 is normal development. Okay, this is me again. I'll castle king side. Maybe c5 coming up next. And just developing normally. c5 is normal to me. All right, this is me again. Okay, this way. I'll do b6, b6, bishop b7. This is normal things I like. This is you.
Um, Knight to c6.
Knight c6, okay. So if anybody has any questions, make sure you leave in the comments. This is also your turn, Joseph, here.
Knight f6.
Knight f6, okay. This is me. Okay, goes this way. Do knight f6. This is you.
Pawn to d4.
Pawn d4. Okay, let's do it. Okay, this is my turn. Let's do knight g7. This is my turn again. Goes e5 as expected. Nothing abnormal and it's crazy. Okay, so I can do bishop b3. If they take there, I could just castle kingside. Maybe they want to do bishop b4, then they take on there. But then in that case, we'll just do queen c2 maybe. And then avoid this doubling up things. So let's experiment learning. Don't be boring, just learn. Let's teach the class how to play this one. Hopefully not the wrong way. That's the thing. So yeah. So this one is mine, and I'll just take a d5 again, like we talked about before. Taking d5, I'm going to do b6 is my go-to thing for myself. All right, this is my turn. He goes this way. I'll do bishop b4. Putting the knight is a strategically beneficial thing, I think. So having a d4 threat, taking d4. This is my turn again. I'll do d6, d7, e5 possibly, f6 here. This is your turn.
Bishop d6.
Bishop d6, okay.
Mhm.
This is my turn. He goes this way. I'll just castle. If they go castles themselves, I can move the queen back. Maybe do d8. Maybe d8. So pressure is good. So I'll just castle. Development is good. All right. This is my turn again. All right, g4. Wow, I've seen this before, but this point, the stage, the juncture, I've seen this before. I played against an FM in the World Open. He played this one as white. So take their rook g1. He wants to spank me on the g file because this tactic on there is annoying. However, where's the reply here? I can take c3, knight e4, and develop the knight defending g5 twice. But then rook g1 anyways. But I always want to go h5 to go g5. So maybe for learning's sake, maybe this one, knight e4, bishop b7 is a easy way to go. All right. I'm trying to think about things and learning. So it goes this way, castle. I castled myself. This is my turn. So it goes this way. There's normal things. I'll do rook e1. I want to go knight. I don't want to go e4, not losing a pawn. So if I go e4 now, they do knight takes c3 and takes on e4 the bishop. That would be not good. So I'll do rook e1 defending e4 before I go e4. So this is my turn. He goes bishop e3. Wow. All right, I'll pin that guy. I'll pin that guy happily. This is you. Oh no, it's actually me. This is actually me. All right, Zappy wanted me to play against me, so I'm sorry that you had to play. The f6 is national, but I'll just do bishop b6. So I'm sorry, Sapium. He made a move for me, but I'll continue in the rest of the games. All right, I must admit, after g4, I'm out of theory. I know this idea doesn't work with bishop b6, bishop b7. before castles. Whatever reasons. Yeah, G4 is let's say a risky move. If you don't know the theory of it, then it's hard to wing. Because I've seen this before, and the FM played it against me, but the ideal is more deep than just pushing G pawn. Because your king side is actually, let's say the kids stay cooked. You don't want to do that for no reason. You have to have a reason why. Why do G4? And you want to expect to attack me the king side. If you can't attack me, then G4 is a wasteful move. Your king is more in danger than me. I think so. Because long term, I'll not let you go take my king side pawns away. So this one, I'll just coup d8. If they go d5, then I can just take them. The knight takes d5. That'll be just fine. So this is me. All right. I'll castle. Okay, your turn, Joseph.
Pawn takes d4.
Okay, my turn here. I'll do knight bg7. e5 is in the let's say the itinerary of things to do. All right. Now I'll do e4 like I was saying. Push the knight back, or let's get the center for myself. It goes this way, bishop h5. Goes this way. All right, so this is happening. I'll just go c6, make the bishop go back, and make temples for me, extra temples for myself and my, let's say, plans in the future. So that's my idea. So this is me again. Okay, now I want to go bishop b4. Pin the knight. Okay, this is all right. This is what I was thinking he would do. I'll just do queen c2, getting out of the pin, and no worries about the e4 pawn being damaged, or the king side being damaged as well. Nothing's being damaged here. So it goes this way. Alrighty, I'll do b3, bishop b2. This is my plan. I think I want to do bishop b3, bishop b2, controlling the dark squares in the center. This is good. This is your game, Joseph.
Knight ge7.
And ge7. This one. All right.
Yes.
Sounds good. Yeah. This is you again.
Queen to b8.
Queen b8. All right. Sounds good. This is me. All right. I'll do b3, bishop b2. This is fun looking to me. Pawn takes c3. This is your game.
Knight c3.
Knight c3. All right. All right. This is you again. This is move 2.
Pawn to c4.
Pawn c4. All right. Cool. You again? Oh, this is actually no. This is me. This is me. Scratch that. Scratch that idea. This is my game. And I will, let's see. You know what? I'm not scared to use that BMO castle kingside. It's like, prove me wrong. I'm not scared of your kingside attacks. I'm fine. This is, all right, this is my turn. My turn, bishop h5. Your turn now?
Knight f5.
Knight f5, okay. Oh, knight f5 here. This is me. Okay, goes rook e1. All right. I will, let's say, slide over that rook here. This is my turn to get he castles. Okie dokie. All right, it goes this way. Let's see. I want to do something like... something that makes me want to go c5. c5, up his king side a little bit. Taking d4 as well. Give some room for my piece to develop naturally. Let's experiment. c5 looks spicy. I like spicy. Spicy chess is a learning chess. We don't want to have the kids in the, let's say, the Veer box learn from me. So if you learn anything, is how to play against Sapium. So the lesson how to play against Sapium is a valuable lesson. They have to know this, or else Sapium will get you. They'll slap you. So now it goes this way. All right. But what if? Hold on. All right. So there, take there. Queen takes there. Knight takes d4. Bishop takes there. Queen takes there. Bishop takes there. Queen takes c4. The thing is, like, is that on a pawn? This one there. Knight takes d4. Because the bishop on c4 is loose. The queen is a hit, so if the queen takes there, let's say the queen goes there, I can take it on c3. Bishop takes c3. Pawn takes c3. I can do maybe knight f5, but it's still bishop pair against two knights is not going to be the best of opportunities, I would say. So I don't endorse this at all. So let me think about this more structurally. Where to go? What's better? Let's see. Well, let's maybe I have some ideas. Let's see what's the better one. So give me a moment to think about it. So let's see where to go here. Don't want to ruin up my structure at all. This is like ideas like this, b5, and then we don't have to worry about this structural weaknesses. Yeah, you say let's learn. A6, b5, then bishop takes f3 is killer. It's very killer. To myself, nice things. Okay, this one. All right, this is me again. He goes this way, and I'll do. I have a hook though. If I go queen d7 and launch the queenside attack, that'll be actually good. Maybe good. So maybe it's good. So let's experiment again. Let's experiment again. I just want to experiment, learn things. All right. Alrighty. This is me again. Really? He does this one? Is it a trick here? This is not free pawn. Knight takes there. Queen takes there. How do I don't believe this. I don't believe this one bit. This is a pawn. Yeah, I'm a sucker for this. If I die, I learned a lesson. So I don't see it. I'm blind. Maybe this is you.
Pawn takes d5.
On d5. Okay. All right, my turn. All right, it goes this way. E5 is still available though. E5, D takes E, D takes E, knight goes somewhere on E4, pushes the knight out somewhere. But maybe there's not time for that. Maybe rook E8 and then bishop F8 and then E5. This is maybe I'm too slow, but there's no way to find out. Let's do it. Easy chess. All right. All right, this one. All right, it goes this way, bishop E2, like I was planning. This is my turn. He goes this way, B3. This is woken a tiny bit of a weakness. So I'll do queen d7, connect the rooks, having fun like that. Maybe bishop b4 is a thing, but I can do it anytime. I think it goes this way. Oh, c5. Wow, we also need to commit to the pawn to do taking e5, or taking c5 or d5. The bishop and d3 is terrible, absolutely terrible. So I need to do something now. So what to do is okay. So, but this is, d5 make sure the knight is really bad. Let's do d5 and make that knight in b8 sad. If my bishop is going to be sad, your knight is going to be sad. It's like an even trade. This is a close position. Knight is going to be sad, whereas my bishop is really terrible in close position. It'll be sad, but not as much as you, I think. This is me again. All right, I'll do knight e4. Yeah, knight e4 things. This is a plan. All right, this is you.
Pawn to d5.
On d5. All right. So anybody has any questions, make sure you put in the chat. This is your game again, Joseph.
Bishop e7.
Bishop b7. Okay. This is my turn. I guess this is Mr. Isaac. So he goes this way. He goes back to the e2. Right, defending the things. All right. Alrighty. But this is the other hook. Again, I'm a sucker for this thing. It's castle queenside. F6, G5, H5. It looks fun. It looks fun. This is your turn now.
Pawn to e4.
Yep. Okay. This is my turn. Okay, it goes this way. He wants to go c5 pushes, looks like. Do bishop some more, like b2. Maybe not. Maybe I can do bishop f4. Bishop f4. Provoking g5 pushes would be terrible, but I'd love to see that one. Bishop b4 is normal to block e5 advancements, maybe. All right, this is me. I'll just move back to this e7 square. Looks like it's normal. Yeah, it's fine to me. All right, your turn.
Castle short.
Castle short. All right, sounds good. All right, this one, he goes this way. Yep, I'll take the queen with the queen rather. All right. All right, my turn. He goes knight d7. He wants to go somewhere with that. All right, now I'll do b4 maybe. B4 looks like a pawn push advancement. I want to do that before a5 comes in my face. Maybe a5 still anyways, but then rook e1, and we have the b file play that we'll want to play with. So I'll just do that. And this is playing the queen side. This is my turn again. He wants to do knight c5. Some conjectures. f6, but then the knight e6 and e6 is annoying. But I could take the c5 though. But if I take c5, it's annoying. This is definitely annoying, but let's see. f6, knight c5. Taking c5, takes in c5, g5. Maybe the c pawn is actually helping them. I don't know. Only one way to find out. Let's learn. Let's learn together, guys, shall we? Let's learn together. Learn from the mistakes. All right, this is your turn now, Joseph.
Pawn to d4.
Sounds good. I'm just trying to do dubious things for my own education, and I'm trying to do things that are really not the most solid normal things. I'm just trying to experiment things and see what works and what does not work, and I learn what is working and what is not working, so I avoid the bad things. So e3 for myself, and maybe bishop e6 happens, and this is annoying, but maybe I don't need to worry about things. Absolutely not. Just rook e1 and we're fine. We're fine. So I don't want to babysit the e2 pawn of the queen. That's the proposal is. This one is going to be. I'm thinking about this one. Take there. Rook ad1 and have this structure like that. Makes sense. Makes sense to me. All right. And also blocking bishop a6 things, by the way. So that's a good thing. This is your turn, Joseph.
Pawn to g5.
Pawn g5. All right. My turn. He goes this way. He wants to trade the bishops. Okay. Well, in that sense, he wants to. If I don't trade the queens, the bishop f4 can be annoying, but f5 comes in the way. So do I have? Well, if I take away his attackers, like he has maybe, but I'm attacking. This is the question, guys. Do you need to take that bishop away, or do you not? So bishop f7 is the move. Bishop b6, g6 is the move. I'm planning to go g5, h5, and just ram him. And well, if I go f5, there's no g5. That's the thing. So I think that for sake of speed, I'll take that there and go h5 and g5 and just ram that way. This is my thesis. This is your turn now, Yusuf. Falls it may be. That's my plan. Knight b5.
Rook a c8.
Rook a c8. All right. All right, my turn here. He goes this way, back to e2. E2 rather. E2. All right, a lot of bishop moves, seems like. All right, now b5 is a thing. I can try to say that, but then again, it's knight is hanging. Well, that is like loose rather, not hanging, but it's loose. Be a target for him maybe. Especially b5, knight e5 is like trading off everything. Is not going to be most profitable for me, I would think. Let me think here. All right. Well, all right. So my thoughts are maybe developing is normal. This one is normal. The developing is a-okay. Your turn now.
Knight to D2.
Mm-hmm. Okay, my turn. He goes this way. Okay. Alrighty. Bishop b7. Alright, bishop b7. I don't have to take the bishop right away. Unless if he forces me to, like something like knight d2, but that'll be great for me. Really great. Alright, this is your turn.
Um, Knight to C3.
Knight c3, alright. Okay, he goes this way. Whoa, what? Lets me do that one. Looks like a free access to his king. I'll take that one. What? No, without any questions, I'll take that king. I'll take that king and weaken his king's side. So this is my turn. It goes this way. All right, goes this way. I'll do h5 to avoid the pawn trade, the queen trades. Oh, the okay. Hold on. I go g5, go g4, then knight f5 is the thing I can do. h5 is still a thing, but then you go g5, h5 and saying that, okay. But, let's see, h5, h4, then f5 still is a thing to attack the pawn, making the structure a little bit weaker, so h5 looks like it's fine to me. Fine to me. This is you? No?
Knight takes bishop on E3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, this one. It goes this rookie one things. Bishop of Fate thing, as like I said, is you.
Rook to G8.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, this is me. All right, this one I'll do G3. This is me again. It castles queenside. Whoa. Wow, he's going to all berserk. He wants to do discoveries with the bishop, something like that. So down 2 pawns. He wants to take everything from me. So I need to develop to catch up with him. So maybe if I do greedy things and they go rook f1, I can do d2, but then they go this way, he'll be happy to do bishop h6 in my face. That's too greedy. I'm not your Sarah one, so I'm not gonna be thinking everything. I have a pawn up, so I don't need to do greedy chess. I could do bishop e6, bishop g5 though. So maybe I just time to move away. Maybe something like where to move though. Maybe queen f2, then queen b6. Take the pawn. And, well, this also rook takes f6 sacks are annoying, so I don't like that. I don't want to give them that counterplay. Alrighty. Where to go with the queen? So maybe queen c5 is a thing, but then bishop e3, queen e7, rook e1, let's say bishop e6 then maybe queen c5. Maybe queen c5 is the way to go. I'll try it. Queen c5, bishop e6, and developing. Alright. This one is me. It goes this way, and f4 is coming. It's a solid choice. He wants me to provoke me to go this way, make my line square is weakened. There, bishop of rook e1, then bishop f1. That'll be actually not bad. I'm not so scared about that. But then queen f6, bishop e2. Yeah, I think it's solid. But then he wants to go f5. F5 is another thing, but we have already 3 things on that, so there's no f5 here. All right, my turn. Takes an d4 with a pawn. Your turn.
Um,
All right. Get you tabbed up as I work and lurk. Hey, how are you doing? Thank you for the 10 bits. Or I wasn't part. How are you doing? It's nice to see you in my stream. Always nice to see you. You're an awesome streamer. I love your Pal Wall streams, and you're an awesome guy. You're an awesome guy. So thank you for tuning in, and I appreciate you doing that. You're an awesome guy. I'll repeat that. You're an awesome guy. Thank you for doing that. I love your stream. I like to watch the stream all the time. And yeah, this guy is a very cool, probably my favorite Power World streamer. Power World is another game I play, and he's an epic guy. So follow him. So this is you can think about your turn, Yosef, if you want to.
Pawn to f6.
Pawn of 6. Okay, pawn of 6. Alrighty, this is all right. This is your turn actually.
Pawn takes e5.
All right. So he takes into h3. Of course, why not? Sounds good. All right. All right, goes this way. I've seen this one coming, but bishop takes e2. Then, this is like this is fine. Actually, fine to me. All right, this is my turn again. All right, he wants to go this way. All right. Again, maybe something like d5. d5 is a no solid thing. I can take him there at the very last moment. I could do that and saying that okay, if you go kingside, you're toast. If you go queenside, you're prepared to be toast. And yeah, d5 looks good, to be honest. All right, so this is your turn, Joseph.
Queen takes queen on d8.
Queen takes queen on d8. Sounds good. I see this plan. This is wow, he's doing this? Can you do this? I take this bishop, I take his queen. Alright, this one takes there. So hold on, hold the phone. So if I take the rook, they take with the rook, and that endgame is there like I said, it's not Barney chess. We don't have to take you, take me, things like that. We can do something else. Is there anything else? We don't have to do the like obvious things. Yeah. Trying to figure out, is there anything that I could do intermezzo wise? I don't see it. I'll just do that because I don't see anything. So I had to take a chance to think about things before the obvious moves. So like, all right, now it's my turn against Isaac. Okay, G4. I like to see this, obviously, because I'll take him. Well, not taking G4, but I want to progressively attack his king side, and he's going to open up to me eventually, whether he likes it or not. So I'll do this one, G5. Put Pawn Storms in his face. So now is my turn again? All right, he does that one. All right. This is a quirky move. I don't think I like this. D5, take there. We win a bishop. So if the D5, they have to move the rook away. So rook goes back to C8 or something like that. With that being said, if it goes back to C8, I can do rook D1. They take the pawn. I take the pawn. The bishop is hit on F8. But maybe something like that. Let's see if he finds. Let's see if he knows chess. We'll test him to see if he knows chess. If he doesn't know chess, he'll be obviously taking my things. So he can take it. To his mind is like checkers. I could take that one. I'll do that. Take that, and that's your turn. Your turn.
E takes pawn on d5. E takes d5.
Sounds good. Your turn again.
Pawn to g3.
Come on, I like it. Really like it. Your turn again? Oh, no, it's actually me. My turn. Scratch that. My turn. I'll take a c5 check. I finally got Sapium game. This is your turn. Your turn, Joseph.
Knight takes pawn on e5.
Sounds good. Okay, this is my turn. He goes rook c1. This is fine. This is actually what I wanted to wait for. Then e5 or e5 now or g6. Maybe I'm talking too much for my plan. So maybe I would wait for d5 and then e5. But everything is looking at. Well, let's learn. G6, bishop g7, then e5. Everything is hunkered down. Then we do e5. No one to rush until we get everything prepared, and then we go e5. So now it's your turn, Yosef.
Rook takes pawn on f6.
Okay. Sounds good. Is it your turn again? Oh no, it's actually my turn. Scratch that. So I have some ideas. Is there working ideas? That's yet to be determined. I have some ideas. Is there good ideas? Let me think. Is that a good idea or not? Let's make some. Let's make some threats. To be honest, let's make some threats. All right. So now it is my turn. Rookie one looks like it's a reasonable move. Okay. Now is my turn again. He goes this one. Yeah, I've seen this one. Then queen a5 is actually a move. Queen a5, a3. The bishop goes back somewhere. There's no attack the queen. There's no rook d5 because knight's here. So maybe queen a5 is more natural. Provoking a3 and maybe helping. The cool thing is actually helping to hoist up this bishop f5 move. So I think that I like this one. This queen a5. So this is my turn again. Oh, he does the thing. He does the thing. Now I take this one, attack the rook, and take the bishop as well. This is like two things attacked. This is like what I want to see actually. Now it goes this way. Whoa.
Should be.
Yeah, this is like this one, right? Then the king has to go there. Then this one check. King has to go there. Queen takes there. Then queen f2 mate. So this is the game over.
Nice one.
Yeah. So it goes bishop d2 again. His bishop moves a lot of times. Let's do a head count. Like okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 moves and move 14. 3 moves for the same bishop and move 14. That's abominable. That's just actually terrible. Bishop e6. Let's say bishop e6 a3. Bishop e6 a3. All right. That bishop goes back. Some like e7. Knight goes somewhere. Where does it go? Maybe knight e4, but then we can go queen, something like f5. And this bishop is actually, this king is more weakened. I don't see, maybe I'm dummy. I don't see any sort of decisive blow. Maybe knight b5. Maybe knight b5 is a thing. The discovery knight b5 is defended by the bishop. All right, so bishop b6, knight a3, bishop b7, knight b5. Knight b5, then queen b6 maybe. Queen b6. Bishop e3 again. He goes this way because he likes to move the bishop a billion times. Then c5. c5 happens to block that. And I'm developed. There's no threats. Yeah, I think this is normal learning moment. Learning moment. Don't forget that, kids. Learning moments are valuable. Maybe bishop f5 is the thing I was thinking about. But oh well. Oh well. Oh well. Now it's your turn now.
Rook f5.
Rook f5? All right. I just totally forgot my plan idea, but it's fine. It's actually fine. All right. It goes this way. G6. Oh, he really wants to slow motion attack my king. F5. Really slow. I'm going to go f5. We are in the second time coming. So, yeah, I'll just do a bishop f1 and just saying that I want to trade with bishops, getting rid of that in my face, and maybe I can just play it this way. Bishop e2. And this is a more palpable of a setup. So, all right, it goes this way, and I can do rook c1 to make sure that we have pressure on c5. This is your turn. Oh no, it's actually my turn. All right, he goes this way. Goes this way. Knight c6. Knight c6. Developing things. Let me think. Knight c6 is normal development. Knight c6 normal development. Yeah, absolutely fine. Alrighty, now it's my turn. All right, knight takes queen. I can move. You have something?
No, I think
There's nothing. All right.
I thought bishop f3 could work, but there's not f7.
Yeah. So I was trying to say the bishop pair in my sense, but that's maybe dreams, like maybe something. But this one, take the pawn, get the bishop back, and the knight goes away. It's happy days up well, in a sense that we're material. Well, not really material. He's up a pawn. That's not good. It's not good. But in the state, if they do this one, then take the bishop, go b5. I think that maybe we're slightly better, enough to play on. So let's do that. Play on. All right. So play on for the bishop there. Queen h2, queen f2. This is your turn.
Mm,
Aggressive guy. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave in the comments. We'll be loving to see them. Every single one of them. No matter how advanced, how basic they are, we welcome every single question for anybody.
Rook cf8.
Rook c f8. Okay. All right. Okay, it goes this way. All right, this is the thing I thought he would do. B5. B5 is fine to me. All right, it's my turn. So, all right, this is what I want to see: a hook to my attack the king. So h3 is a hook. All right, now it's your turn. Now
Mm,
d4.
Bishop to e6.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Your turn again.
Bishop g2.
All right. All right, my turn. We'll do queen h2. Queen f2 next is mate. This is my turn. Oh, it gives me a hook. I like it. E5. No, bishop e7. It's like bishop e7. Okay, I'm really slow, like telegraphing my punches. Slowly telegraphing. All right, your turn.
Mm,
Okay, is Javelin playable consistently in classical games? Yeah, of course, definitely. It's very true because I've seen a guy in my chess club. He's rated 2100. He plays a double of London like it's his favorite opening play, and this even grandmasters like to play that seriously. Besides, like Jabava, Dania, and Alexander Bortnik, they made a course about that. Jabava London. You look at that one. Look at the course that Daniel Dardisky and um, let's say the other guy, the other GM from Ukraine, they made a course on that, so it's definitely playable. So it's consistently playable for any level. So I'll say yes, the answer to that question. So thank you for the question. That's your turn, by the way.
Rook takes knight on f3.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, nice is the knight. Okay. All right. This is one queen of two. Woo. All right. All right. My turn on rook f1. All right. This is okay. Goes this way. All right, so if I go bishop f6, they go bishop e5, maybe h6 to block out this bishop, but then bishop f4. Let me think of this one: bishop f6, g5. This is annoying, so let's get rid of this possibility. You know what? We can actually also do c6 to control the square, but this pawn is weak, a weakness to attack. Maybe. So well, you know what? If I go this bishop e5, rook e6 is the thing, but then d5 is annoying. So let's do h6 to not have any problems for myself. So go c3, go c3, go c3. Alrighty. Alrighty. So let's see what the options are. I can do rook e8. The development, the queen side is terrible, to be honest. Rook e8 is looking good. It looks really good. But I want to develop things more. Maybe where to go? There's cheap shot, one move tricks. I don't want to do that. I want to be more standard. Rook e8. I'll just get the e file. Rook e8, rook e1 though. That's not going to be doing anything. Nothing productive. All right. All right. Goes this way. You know what? Let's do something like I want to develop things. So this one there, basic bishop b7, maybe long-term d4, maybe d4 right now. D4 takes there, knight takes there, takes there, bishop takes there, and we have well again. This knight could be developed easily now. It's not going to be good. So let's scratch that idea. Say, okay, I want to develop my bishop to somewhere useful. Bishop b7 looks like a long-term, let's say, long-term addition, but also the bishop is really good on there, this diagonal. So let's do rook e8 just plainly. Don't worry about complications. All right, now it's my turn again. This is what I talked about: bishop b7, knight b5, queen b6, c5, things like that. There's no blatant problems. Bishop b6, yeah, bishop b7 is fine. All right, it's fine. All right, now this one. All right. It goes this way, g4. Wow, g4. This guy wants to go for spicy things, spicy chess. Knight d5. Knight d5 to blocking the g5 push and getting the knight trade off. Looks like it's good to me. All right. Alrighty. This one goes this way. He wants to take this. Well, does he really want to take that one? Queen h4. This is attacking f2 twice. He has to do something like, I don't know, taking e4 with a bishop is actually helping me. But if he goes castle queenside, I don't know. Let's make him think about this. Let's make him pressurize it. This is your turn now, Joseph.
Castle short.
Castle short. All right, I have a big question, big block answer. So, all right. Theory desk question. How is white supposed to play for advantage against symmetrical English? Copycat systems are annoying and everything looks so equal. Always one slow move away. You know what? The thing is, you got to break the symmetry. By doing that, if they go g6, then you have permission to go d4, and this is classical symmetrical English. So if you think about it, if they go g6, you have permission. You have permission to go d4, and they can't go d5, or else you take a d5 with a c pawn, and you're going to have a better advantage because the d's you want to transpose to, let's say, it'll be transposing to Marcy bind as white, and white has a really long stable pole that you could actually have a torturous position against black. So I think that you want to go for d4 pushes if you can. If they go g6, go d4 right away. If they go something like e6, more meek approaches, you can actually do d4 as well. You can do something that actually, as your white player, you can go d4 quickly and just do that prompt break. Transpose to maybe don't have to do e4, but with the bishop e2, you can actually have a structure you can pressurize black in a very sophisticated way. Makes sense? Makes sense? Yeah, exactly. So if you're playing against an accelerated dragon or a hyper accelerated dragon, transpose to what is counter to that. Actually bind. Transpose with taking d4, knight takes d4, play e4, but the bishop d2 is actually helping e4, and they don't know what to do with the Fanketa bishop e2. Naturally, going to be having a psychological edge, if nothing else. So you're going to be having a good, fun game. Black is be miserable. I won many games against drunk players that way. So that's my answer. So, but hopefully you enjoy that one. So this one is my turn here. Okay, he goes to 5. I saw that mile away. So I don't have to take that one. But what to do instead? What to do instead is the question. So I can do. He wants to take there. Maybe he wants to. I can do 23, so then I could take the knight if I want to. But I want to make sure that my knight is not going to be a tragedy. I don't want to have a tragedy. You know, they could do f4. And, you know. All right, so let's see. All right, so this one f4, knight d3. They go f3, and I want to do something like this one there is annoying. So, all right. But I could do g4 if I want to, in a sense. But this queen, the knight is guarding the square, so maybe not do that. Let's see, where to go here? Where to go here is a question. So let's do, I have a Parker rook this way. Yeah, Parker rook in this way. Yeah, this is actually, well, do I do that one, or the rook and the king can't run away? So maybe, yeah, I don't see a reason why not to do this one. I like the king will be, I think, fine. Let's learn. Let's learn. This is your turn.
Auto h5.
Punish 5? Yeah. Okay, this is my turn. Because you know how I knew the answer? Because I played the symmetrical English for both sides, for white and black. As black, I hated when white played d4 quickly. Once the white played d4 quickly, it's not. I can't copy him. I just lose. So it's like I had to play something more unique, and you have to play pure skill. I don't have to copycat chess anymore. Hello, hello. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Nice to see you as well. Hopefully, you're having a good day on this Sunday. So we go this way, and I'll do. Let's do Ricky one, preparing opening of things. So this is your turn.
Um, Bishop g5.
Bishop e5. Okay. Yeah.
Mhm.
So one thing is, if you are playing against an opponent that plays both sides of the opening, then you don't want to play them in that opening because they know your plans. They know their own plans. If you don't play their own plans, and they know they're going to be having a psychological edge to how the game would win from themselves. They can just play traps like they've seen before, that the lost to before in the past, but you haven't not seen that. They're going to be, let's say, yeah, that'll be the setup for disaster. What would you do if black tries for an early d5 himself? Uh, in the symmetrical English, you're playing as white. Give me the context. So I'm trying to understand the question. Can you tell me more details? Mel, Eagle, Carlson, or Alvareza? I want to, because he's Carlson's my generation, so I'll say Carlson. He's also he's a good player. Alvarez is really good. He bumped up my last American Ricardo Nakamura. I'm not going to hold against him, but I'm just trying to support my own generation. Sorry. Yeah, yeah. So let's see. All right, let's do this one. All right, now this is my turn. He goes this way. I've seen this one before. Queen b6, bishop b3, but maybe it goes bishop f4. Bishop f4. Then, oh gosh, bishop b4. If bishop f4, then rook c8. Then take a c5, c7 anyways. But hopefully it didn't lose anything. Queen c6. Queen c6 happens. And this is hopefully that can do something like a6 and help that be just the array of the rook and the queen and the king in the same line will be deadly. So now I have permission to myself to go e5. This e5 is actually a long time coming, so let's do e5. Let's do it. Go to z5. c5 is maybe a nothing. I just wanted to have something for myself. I don't want to block and react to him. I just want to do something for myself, my own sake. So I'm not scared for him. I just want to do something proactive to myself. So this one, rook d5. This one, all right, there's no draws. Okay. There's no draws. No. Rook c5. C5. Yeah, c5. I'm not going to draw you. There's no. tactical shots. I don't see tactical shots, to be honest. Now, Sepium, my friend, Sepium wants to do this one. Okay. Alrighty. Sepium goes this way. A6, G4. I don't want to give him ideas, but he wants to maybe line up this way. Maybe. However, H5 is a thing too. H5, but then H5 is lining up things. I'll just do H6 just because I want to do it. Nothing else. This is your turn now. Yeah. The context is like, okay, yes, as white playing the symmetrical English, where black plays an early knight f6 d5. Okay, if knight f6 d5, you know the cool thing is, if you play the symmetrical English, you know how the Grunfeld, white has knight c3, but if the symmetrical English, if they go d5 quickly, I've won many games against really strong players that don't play knight c3. You take a d5 with a c pawn. They take with the knight. We go e4. You go e4. The knight goes somewhere, and then we go d4. It's nice. It's like a Grunfeld, but we can do knight c3 in our pocket. Then we have a good game. The Grunfeld is driving to the fact that we have a c pawn on c3, but without that, black has no targets, and this. Let's say knight f6 is really looking like it's going to be moving away, and then we have tempos, extra tempos. We have center, extra tempos. Why not? So basically, they take on d5 with the pawn, and they go knight takes d5, they go e4. Make knight move again, they go knight c3. d4 is extra tempos, extra time. Now extra moves is basically a good advantage for white, in my opinion. So that's my strategy for that. So what do you think of this one?
Castle long.
Castle long? All right, sounds good. So hopefully that that helped you with that question. This is your turn again.
Pawn takes d5.
Pawn to d5. Okay, thank you. All right, my turn. He goes h4. Wow, he wants to be aggressive. I'll do a3, a6, and saying that I want to be aggressive myself. I'm not going to be you only attacking, pushing me around. I'll just push you around, Buster. So a6, push you back. All right, goes this way. Wow, he castles. Who castles? Wow, this is a brave choice, to be honest. F6 happens.
And g6 is.
That's just yeah, good call. Good call. Good call. Let's see if I can defend. Like, I move this guy out somewhere. This one, 97, rook d8 is actually fine. But then we lose e4 pawn. We take g4 check. They go back. Well, well, let me think. Let me think about this one. There's always knight to c3 anytime I want. Then we go knight c6. Take there. Then it's just like a line of annoyance rather. All right, this one maybe I could do knight f6 back. Take this pawn is a thing, as a plan. All right, maybe you're making him go like a pawn weakness. Let's do that. Let's make him do something like okay, knight d7, knight d2 rather. Knight d2, he goes this way. All right. That one being said, this one allows me to go some places. Something like this one. I like this one. I like this one actually. I like this one a lot. All right, now your turn, Mister.
Knight d3.
Knight d3. Okay. But yeah, thank you for the questions and keep them coming. I'll be happy to answer them. Opening questions, middle game questions, progression to how to get next level questions. All those things are doable for us to answer. And I'm a professional chess coach, and I'm used to seeing these all the time. And I'm happy to answer them. So this one, G4. G4 there, H3. Maybe it's looks like something on Looney Bin, but it looks like it's why not? Why not learn? Why not learn? Don't be the goober. Let's do learning. Learning education for the kids at home. This is knight c3. Okay, now we can do rook c8 or maybe rook d8. I want to line the king and the queen and the rook in the same line and potentially. Oh, you know what? Bishop e3 is the thing. Bishop e3 is the thing. Attack this side. Like there's take there. It looks like it's okay. I'll do this one. No question about it. All right. All right, no draws, mister. No draws from mister. You're blocking up your own queen-side expansion. Well, I thank you for that. I thank you for blocking your own queen-side potential. So, with that being said, I can do rook f8, knight e8, f5. This is a endorsement of this plan. I like that. Knight e8, f5. If I think about it, I have some threats I can do. All right, knight b7, knight b7, knight b7. I'm trying to make some, let's say, questions to the pieces. I have to go to f4. Let's find more squares for my king. But then the bishop e1 is annoying. That's annoying. That's actually annoying. So, all right, that's actually annoying. So let's do, all right, h5. h5 is a thing. h5 right away is a thing.
Yeah, but there's something that
Knight f3, yeah.
that
That's
is that.
That's the deadly thing. So we'll not do that. Unfortunately, we don't have that resource. But you know what? But you know what? Yeah. But we just start compiling, and it's not gonna be. The knife three is always a bother. Has a big bother. This knight f3 is coming in right away, so it's trying to trap my queen. So if I go this way, and then I go knight f3, I can queen d6, and well, this like queen trade is like ugly queen trade. So I think I set myself up for danger. Maybe I have to go back there. Maybe I have to bite the bullet, saying that knife 6 is totally terrible. But at least I made him go h3, like clap myself. And this one goes this way, and I'll take the rook. Maybe again, you don't need to do things like that. I can do rook d1, rook d8, rook to fd8, queen e1, passively going there. Yeah, it looks like this is probably a thing. Maybe this has to be going that way. There's no in between moves. Let's do that. Looks fun to me. All right. My turn here. All right. Okay, this one. All right, goes this way. This is a mystery to me. Okay, I could play against a hanging pawns. I can do that one. Yeah, I'll do that one. Playing against this pawn structure. Okay, this is your turn.
Bishop to f4.
Bishop f4. All right.
Yes.
Okay, my turn again. H3, like I want to do. Knight h2, f3. Break down the barricades and saying, "Haha, you can't touch my king without waking your king." Yeah. All right. It goes this way. What? Allows me to go this way. Mister. Maybe it's not so glorious as I thought. I can dream. I can dream of these such days. Yeah, maybe this is a killer move, like this one there. One way to find out. Let's do it. Let's learn. Not be boring. Goes this rook e1. Rook e1. I expect this one to be a thing, but taking a 4. Taking a 4. Take there. Knight would be 3. Bishop b6. It's the extra pawn, right? And looks like it's doable. Absolutely doable to me. But you know what? There's actually nothing. Well, if I go rook e1 check there, and then let's say, okay, rook e1 check, knight 6 there, then knight takes f4. Let's say the difference. If knight takes f4, then the position looks like really, really, really exposed. Really exposed. So let's not give him any sort of future for that knight. Go back to e1. Waste tempos to get back to the game. All right, this one, he goes this way. All right, it goes this way. I take the rook. Your turn now.
Bishop takes bishop on d6.
Sounds good. Okay, my turn again. He goes this way. And now I'll take knight takes f4. There's no... I'm taking d3 if he doesn't do anything. Maybe not taking d3, just like have this bishop d6 and have this knight stalking around the king, and maybe queen g5. That's mate threats are coming. This is like exposure of the maximum capacity, the threats of mates and things like that. Because it's not developed, so he can't garner resources to defend himself. So it looks good to me. All right, it goes this way. Give me time. It can't give you time, Mr. Chessart. I'm sorry. If I can, I would not do that. I'm sorry. All right, this is my turn. This is my turn. Yeah, I got the. I'll just rook c8, developing things. Also, the bishop is loose. I don't like that back, the loose bishop. I can do rook d7, rook d8, doubling up. And then rook bishop a4 is annoying. Maybe this one, because the queen is guarding this way anyway, so there's no like bishop e5 thing there because the queen takes there. I'll do bishop f8. Just make sure that I can do solid. But there's always h5 things like that. But oh well, I'll just defend myself. My bishop and rook e8 maybe. All right, now it's my turn. It goes this way. All right. All right. 2. Rook h1 there. It's always knight h2 if I need to. Yeah, this can get to rook h1. All right. And this one, it goes there. This is your turn?
Pawn to g4.
Pawn g4. Okay, sounds good. And it's your turn again?
Pawn to f4.
Pawn f4? All right, pawn f4. All right, my turn. He goes this way. All right. f5 and f4. Maybe an f4 is more the spirit of things. f4. All right. Now this one, he goes this way. Whoa, he goes this way. Queen c6, attacking the, well, not really attacking anything. So let's say queen c7, queen c7. Let's say maybe queen e6 is the thing. Queen e6, the queen e2 is the thing that maybe we can do. I can try to do. Queen e6 looks good. And then we go b5. Well, you know what? It'll take us c5. But do we care? Let's say queen c7, b5. Knight goes back. It's like, there's no problems at all. All right. So let's say, all right, knight c5, rook c8. Oh, you know what? Rook c8 happens to be a thing. Yeah, maybe queen c6, knight c5, rook c8 is annoying for him. So let's do that one. Looks good to me. Good to me. All right, so in that sense. All right, now, this is my turn here. All right, f5. Bishop c1. Oh, he wants to take the bishop here. Do I care, though? Do I actually care, though? Take the pawn. I have knight e5 coming in, and that far pawn will be not weak. It'd be actually a spearhead, maybe. And I have to open up the bishop and the knights and glorious things like that. I'll say I dare him to take with the big good bishop he has. I'll dare him to do that. So, yeah. One way to find out. One way to learn. Okay, it goes this way. Okay, it goes this way. Okay, bishop b6. Bishop b6. Queen g5 is a thing, but I don't want to pin myself. Queen c this way, and Maybe this bishop b6 is good. Perhaps, yeah. All right, starting attack on this one. All right, this one. Okay, you knight c3 back. He goes knight c3 back. All right, b5 b4 is like begging to be played. b5 b4. I think the stratagem of things. This like is great to me. b5 b4. All right, now it's your turn.
Um, Rook to
Yeah,
E1.
yeah, I lose. Nah, I lose. Oh, okay. No problem. No problem. So can you say it again? I'm sorry.
Rook E1.
Rook e1. All right. Okay, my turn here. Okay, it goes this way. He took the rook. Interesting. 94. 94. Take the rook. Queen takes the rook. This is actually ideal for this. We're playing it against an Isolani, not the picking pawns. This is actually I like this one for white now. Much more than before. This is your turn again.
Um, Bishop takes G4.
There's JG4. All right. There's JG for the bishop, right?
Yes.
All right. So make sure. Just making sure. Alrighty. So this one being said, we have Sapien playing this way. I'll take the bishop with the bishop. There's no tactics here. Nope, not whatsoever. It's like a bishop trade. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. Pawn up. Just develop the bishop. Bishop b6, and we're having fun, pretty much. The pawn up end game. Well, middle game with the king. All right, now we have this one. All right, so he goes this way. King g0. Okay, that's rook h1. This thing, and rook g1 is next up in the, let's say, the gut of things. All right. All right, a friend request. Who's pending request? Justin want to play 8. Who's this guy? Do I have no mutual? Let's say no mutual. Okay. Wow. Asina. Okay. That is. I don't know who this is. Oh, this is a guy from. Is it Spanish? Okay. I don't know. No Crempende. I'm sorry. Now, this one is my turn. He goes h5. b4. I'm just doing what I want to do. b4. Just open up his king. That's your turn.
Pawn to G3.
Pawn g3. Okay. Alrighty. Now it's my turn. He goes this way. I can do bishop b6, defend the pawn. And yeah, this things like that is actually good looking to me. Right. Now your turn now. Let's see how many games we have in Simul. Why are you doing that? 11 wins, 9 games to go. That's good. 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 Perfect score.
Bishop G2.
32. All right, sounds good. All right, thank you. Keep the games going with the questions. I really like it. We really like it. So we really like to see the questions to answer. So I'll do A5, A4 is a plan. Now it's your turn again, Joseph.
Bishop takes pawn on H5.
Okay. Your turn. Oh, this is my turn. Never mind. Play that order. It's my turn now. So 95 looks like it's fun. Possibly fun, possibly bad. But I like to get this knight away of this. But they can do knight d4. Is annoying. But I want to get the bishop developed. So maybe bishop b6. And to get the rook in the game. And there's no... This bishop is absolutely terrible. To be honest, is not helpful for my cause. It's like, if I want to take my bishop with the knight, it's actually fine by me. It's actually fine by me. So yeah, that's my plans going that way. I have a plan now. All right, now it's my turn again. E3. All right, E3 happens, and all right, solid things. H5 is not losing a queen. This case, I can do H5. Trying to put the pressure on F3 happens. I can go queen F6, but G5 is not a thing still. All right, but then taking there, E4, but possibly there D5. E5 is well, then taking E4 is the thing. So maybe queen E7. It's like okay, H5, knight F3, queen E7. There's no threats. They could take an E4, take the knight. The threat is to take the knight. So that's like I think the H5 is a major way to make his king more, let's say, vulnerable. Do you guys have any funny over the board stories? Let me think. I have plenty of them. I'm just trying to figure out the. Oh, there's one thing I could tell you that I was playing in the open, and I was the second seed versus like the first seed was the FM rated 2400. I was 2100 at a time, but not in Master. I was 2100 at the time. I played against the kid, and I smacked the move. It was knight in c3. I smacked the move. Knight takes knight to e5 from c3, and the FM was watching my game. He was chuckling in the background because I played knight e5 so forcefully it scared my kid opponent. That move is so good because I asked the FM Russian number one seed is like, what was laughing about? You made a legal move so confidently. Is the best move on the board, but it's legal. So I smacked a illegal move on the ground, but my opponent's so shocked he did not question it. So that's my funny story about over the board chess. So, but I don't endorse that. Don't scare a kid with a smacking move and just get away with it. I don't endorse that. I honestly didn't see this honestly as legal moves. Just smack the knight to do two score diagonally. I smacked that so confidently, but it's legal. So, but I scared him to submission, so he didn't call me out on that. So this one, I'll take the bishop here. That's one story at least. All right, goes this way. I'll do rook g1. The king goes away, king f1, king e2, or king d1 maybe. That's your turn now?
F5.
F5?
Yes.
Pawn f5, right?
Yes.
All right, sound good. Now it's my turn. He goes this way. I want to take this guy because I'm gonna weaken his king up. But maybe it's a better way to open up the king. So there is. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. So there's queen c4 check. Queen c4 check. Bishop e2. b3. That's a win in piece, right? Queen c4 check. Bishop c2. This is the only legitimate block, or just b3 is the winning a piece, right? Queen c4. Yeah, this is actually winning a piece. Yeah, this is the. If you see a good move, look for a better one. It's like so much tactics, and it's like there's no way to have him live. It goes this way. It takes the. Okay, take the rook now. Bishop e3. Rook g5. Maybe rook g5 is not good because the knight takes it, of course. But let's take the rook. Yeah, this is fine. It's absolutely fine. I don't want to lose my power structure. And that's your turn now?
Pawn takes e4.
Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, this one to take the knight on c3, the pawn. This is now time to do that. So again, there's anything in MSO wise I can do fancy. No, let's do simple is best. Rebel exchange. Let's not do dirty wires in our win. This is your turn now.
Knight f4.
F4, okay. Your turn. This is my turn again. All right. All right. This one. Knight c5. I've seen this one. So knight c5, I can move the bishop somewhere. Where to go with the bishop is a question. I don't want to go c8 back. I could do knight queen d6. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. All right. The e pawn to be. It's also taking b7. This is another threat to be holding. Okay. So queen c8. Queen c8 is the thing. b6 is the thing. Just like, well, maybe. Let me think here. What do we think here? Where to go here? Queen c8, b6. Good knight to make decisions. And we have the pawn structure better. And I think that looks like it's good to me, to be honest. I'm feared about that. b6 coming in, it has to serve itself off or has to lose tempos. This is my turn again. Oh, wow. He does this one? Can you do that one? Really? Taking b2 check, king there. Rook b8 check. King there. Looks like it's deadly. I don't see how he likely survives. I could do g6 anytime. Let's take that one because I can. All right, it goes bishop b2. All right. Okay. All right, takes an I want to take the a5 pawn. Okay, a4. Docks the pawns up. And he wants to go bishop b4. It's fine with me. And this is like everything's defended. I can do rook e2 and just having some like, active rooks and have fun with that. Yeah. And I can just take in b4 as well. So that'd be great. Now this one is you.
Rook to d1.
Rook d1. Okay. Alrighty. It's my turn. Okay. King f1. Just going away. Oh, this is okay. All right, my turn. Okay. Oh, he goes this way. This is so bad looking.
Yeah, looks.
It's like he should not be legally able to do this. If he does that, I don't know how to play chess if it's legal. All right. Alrighty. I could just do g6 and make him worry about things. And yeah, he's trying to make this umbrella pawn, but I think it will be forever umbrella pawn. It's like this is fine. I'll just do g6 and no problems. All right, no worries, no power play for him. Okay, my turn. Okay, he goes this way. With that being said, f5's the thing. Maybe not. f5. Where's see what? Okay, maybe. All right. Well, maybe queen e2 to block this matrix, and this is looking good to me. I like this one, to be honest. Yeah, just queen e2. Maybe he wants to go rook c8. Is the thing he wants to do. We try to do that. He'll try to do that. So, is it going to be good or not? Will be determined. All right. So now goes knight f5. We go back. Well, he wants to do knight e6, annoying. But bishop b4. King rook d4. The no dot square bishop, so we don't have to worry about things like that. Interest squares. I could do knight e5 again. Rook f6. Well, maybe a6 first to block knight b5. So maybe it's like maybe this is like prudent time to take that one. Maybe not. Let's see the alternative moves. But they're gonna take this one anyway. So let's do this one. Let's do this one anyways. All right, now your turn. Now your turn.
Knight to h3.
H3. All right, sounds good. My turn. All right, my turn. He goes this way. He wants to take this Well, if I go b6, he's not winning a pawn. If I ever gather the right resources, I'll just trade knight for a bishop. This is good. Now it is your turn.
King d8.
King d8. All right. This one.
Yes.
Making sure. All right. This is my turn. He goes this way. Huh? He wants to do this one last. It's a sketch of things like queen a3 looks like us trying to be annoying, trying to be busybody, taking a3. And yeah, it looks like it's annoying. Yeah. Taking a3, taking queen a1, check is a big one. All right, now goes this way. All right. Knight e5, knight e5, knight e5. Yeah, knight e5 looks good to me. Now it's my turn. He goes take the b pawn. Maybe a5 is trying to do, but I can do b5 and lock him out. All right, now it's your turn.
Knight to b5.
Knight b5. Okay, sounds good. All right, my turn. CPM does this one. Pawn takes there. All right. Okay, and this one he goes this way. Bishop c3. All right, no worries at all. So I feel that there's something that I can do. Something I can do to get him annoyed. Get him annoyed. For example, rook e2 is possibly annoying, but what's the point of that? H4, H5 is annoying. H5 is really annoying. So let's do H5. Let's do it. All right, waking up his king a little bit. So it goes this way. Oh wow, it goes this way. F4. Take there. Take there. Let's do 3. Does that anything that does except for 1 move threats? Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. All right, let's see what to do here. Again, I really want to do things, but I can't because of reasons. So take there. Maybe take there. Queen e7. Well, again, f6 is not available. But maybe queen d8 and then f6. If knight g6, rook f7. Or maybe rook e8 and king g6 and things like that. So maybe this is, well, maybe wishful thinking. Think about things before we just don't blunder our attack away. All right, let's see. Don't want to blunder attacks. That's not going to be fruitful. It's actually beneficial for him. All right. Knight c6. Knight c6. Then taking e4 twice. So take there once. This knight takes e5. Bishop goes back. And, well, then knight is taking c4. Is that thing. Okay. Well, you know what? Knight c6, knight c7. Rook g8. Bishop g4. This is actually playable, maybe. It's too fun not to try. Let's try the things and muddy the waters and see what happens at the end of the day. So taking a5, maybe the exposed queen side, make sure that we have extra squares for attacking his king. And then we can audible the king ourselves to g2, and maybe b5 is. I don't want to have his knight to c5 for free. All right. And take this one. Let's see what happens. See what happens. All right. All right. Now, your turn. Your turn, mister.
King to b1.
Mm-hmm. Now, Sapium goes this way. Okay, interesting. Sapium goes this way. I want to go e5. But then bishop f5. Queen f8. Do I need to worry about that one? Block is 94 and advancements and things like that. And I think that we have plenty of resources to defend things. I don't want to have my queen babysit things like that. So again and again, I just want to be E4. I want to play E4 and just crash them out. All right, so no game for you, please. All right, goes knight there. It's your turn now. Your game.
Rook H E1.
Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, my turn. He goes this way. All right, I thought he would do this. Okay, so this way, I'm trying to make sure that we can have, let's say, access here. G5, trying to open up his king. G5, pawn takes there, knight takes there, or maybe rook takes there. This would be more fruitful than just having a target to double up and scramble his king. So that's the plan I'm trying to do is open up his king, double up the rooks, and just crash him to oblivion. That's the plan I'm endorsing myself. Okay, he goes this way, and he goes this way. I saw that he's going to do this one, but you know what? If you do this one and rook takes there, you can trade it. You know, try to. I can do h3. Yeah, h4 as well. Let's do h4. Just trying to open his king up. All right. Now he goes this way. My turn again. Whoa. He goes this way. All right. He wants to up his rook h1, things like that. Up his rook h1. But, however, rook there, rook g5. I want to open up his king. So let's do that one. I don't mind this one at all. Okay. Rook g5. And this is my turn again. I'll do rook somewhere like f6. Maybe f6 is knight e4 coming in. Rook f7. Rook f7. Bishop c6. Okay, we already have no defender, so we don't need to worry about that. All right, this one. Now your turn.
Bishop B4.
Bishop b4. All right, bishop b4 is right here.
Yes.
Okay, my turn. He goes this way. Rook g5, like I wanted to do. To defend that h5, f5 maybe. Just garners another attack. Weak pawn goes this way. All right, and that's one we have to think about. This capture chains. If I take on e5, take the bishop, take the pawn, take knight, take the bishop, that'll be good. So if I take, okay, knight takes there, bishop takes knight, pawn takes there, the bishop moves back, and I go this knight to, let's say, c4 to e3. You know what? h3 is also weakness. So if I go knight e5, takes there, taking there, bishop e2, I can maybe try to. Yeah, this one there is possibly a good idea. To threaten that pawn. We have some open lines. Rook e8 coming. I think I like this one. But let's say there, pawn takes there, pawn takes there. Then again, we have extra piece, right? We have an extra piece, and I can garner that with fun attached. So I think that I like this one. 95 is a good response. This is your turn now.
Rook to D3.
Yeah. Okay, it's my turn. He goes this way. Rook g5 is the thing I want to do. Yeah. Right now, my turn. F5 looks like it's a plan I want to do. And also rook e2. Well, rook e2, rook f2 is nothing. Let's do this one. Maybe make some more threats. All right, this one.
Rook to C3.
Rook c3. All right, rook c3. Okay, he goes this way. Bishop d6. Okay, not. Okay, he wants to do the stack, but f5 is that going to be? It's going to be a good counter, I think. And then I can, let's say, swiggle around the knight to go there and there. Have some fun. It's just saying I want to take that bishop as fast as possible. That's so fun. All right. All right. All right. This one is yours.
Um, knight f2.
Knight f2. All right. Let's do knight f2. Okay. Your turn again.
Bishop takes bishop on d2.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My turn. Okay. So time-wise, we have 44 more minutes, and the game amount we have 8. So we have plenty of time. So rook g6, g5. You know what? This actually, I was hoping that we can do something like that, but I don't have time for the rook d2. Rook e2 check is rook f2. Take there, take there. There's nothing fruitful. But you know what? Never mind. I can do f4, just like to get rid of the guard of the pawn. So like this one, g5, then f4, saying there's no pawn defending the g5 pawn. That's a good plan, I think. Now it's but then they go bishop sack. That's the thing. So now it's your turn.
Rook d3.
Rook d3. This one.
Yeah, back. Yeah, I
That's
misplay. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
rook
one you
d3.
want.
Yes,
A
yes.
b3 or d3. That's this d.
D3.
Okay, this one. All right. Make
Yes.
sure. It's the exchange stack looks like. It's your turn now.
Queen f4.
All right. Queen f4. Let's go there. My turn here. Okay, he goes this way. No fear for him. This guy's he's laughed at the fear of danger. The face of danger rather. Let's do this one. Trying to do this rook g6, knight h4 maybe. It's like okay, where's the maybe the hook of this thing? Queen a2 is all the things like. All right, let's make some threats. I want to get interest as king, so just make some threats or fast threats and make some major things to think about. All right, now it's my turn again. F3. Okay, F3 he goes. All right. I don't get the queen. Maybe this way. The rook's up. Maybe let's do. Queen h4 looks like it's lovely. I like this one. All right, my turn again. It goes bishop e5. He wants to trade the bishops. He wants to trade the bishops to get rid of the defender of the rook. But if I go bishop a3, the rook has to trade off, and this file is mine. This is good for me, I think. Yeah, looks good to me. All right. He goes this way, bishop e1. Okay, he goes this way. Now, if I go... Okay, let me think about this one. If I go this way, bishop c4, pawn takes e4. There's always this one hanging at the end of the day. And I can go c4, take things. So let me think about this one. Queen, let's say d8, queen d8, defend the c pawn. Take the knight. Let's say, okay, defend the c pawn, take the knight. Pawn takes there. We have an extra bolstered knight. And we can take g4, maybe not g4, but we have a lovely knight and bishop. But this d file opened up, so we can actually have some problems here. Maybe queen e7 is more mature as a retreating square. Let's do queen e7. It's like more to the point, I think. But now is your turn now.
Bishop h1.
Okay, my turn again. Okay, it goes this way. All right, let's see. Okay, if only we had some more fireworks, because knight is defending h5. Is annoying. Let's see. Well, I don't want to be passive. I want to be also productive. But there's no rook. No, let's try to be somewhat productive here. How to do anything else besides like the quit passive moves? H4 looks like a standard. Okay, now it's my turn. I'll do rook c1. This time he goes this way. Bishop takes this. Okay, now, all right. Now we have. Do we have this one? Takes in g4. Takes in g4. Takes in d6. Well, maybe d6. 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 Maybe d6 is annoying. The pawn takes d6. That's the thing. The pawn takes d6 is But then, yeah, you know what? Takes g4, d6, pawn takes d6, then bishop takes d7 there, and this they have an extra piece. That's not good. So let's do pawn takes d5, attacking the bishop, but then they can do bishop h7 intermezzo check, and they have an extra piece. That's annoying. That's actually annoying. Very annoying. Maybe I fluked up a little bit. I fluked a lot of things up. So maybe what to do is the thing. So maybe I just had to pay the piper and saying that, okay, I had to get sack the knight for 2 pawns and attack, maybe. Maybe. That's a big maybe. Maybe I mistook my chances. That's too fancy things. But maybe there's something else. What else is there? d7, d6 is the thing. Yeah, it's an annoying thing to have. Alright, so this one, another pawn away. And taking g4 in spite of it. Okay. This one takes an h5, an h4. It's ugly. Either way, I slice it, so I did the least ugly move. It's even uglier, but now it's your turn now.
Um, King to c7.
Mm-hmm. Your turn again.
Um, Rook takes d4.
This one.
Yes,
Okay.
and don't have choice.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. This one on queen a2 is probably a forced move, and for my book, maybe I'll just do it because I want to block his a pawn rolling. All right, so now you have this one. It's my turn again. All right, let's go to queen c8. So with this being said, so I can take on c8, queen d3, own the c file. That's extra squares, but then this c5 is annoying. However, let's see what to do. All right, so maybe queen d1 is a better one, but it's again very passive. I don't like the big passive in this positions. Okay, let's do this one. Just play this one out. All right, goes this way. There's your turn.
Rook takes rook md8.
Where's the rook d8? Yeah. Okay, my turn. Does pawn takes e6. I'll do bishop takes bishop. Well, there's going to be in the midst of pawn takes pawn, and that's annoying, but, well, gotta live with the consequences, but Oh, he did queen takes c4. Okay, it's fast. He didn't do the intermezzo check. Alrighty, that's good news for me. All right, so now we guess this one. All right, now, your turn.
Queen to g4.
Queen g4. All right, queen g4.
Yes.
My turn. Goes knight c5. Okay, knight c5. Alrighty. Rook h1. I want to go h5. If they go knight takes there, rook is there, rook is there. It's nothing to be fearful of. Trying to do something with the pieces I have. So it's really, I'm running out of gas. My attack. If only I had another piece, take g6 is the thing. Maybe I could do h5 pawn sack, knight h4, and another piece that way attack. So yeah, it's like pawn sack, but then rook takes h5, then it's nothing. There's nothing. Ideally, when I have this one there, just like I want to pawn. This would be lovely, but they'll do rook h5. That's annoying. That's actually extremely annoying. So, right. We go here. I need to not think so long. It was also taking e4 twice. That's annoying too. Taking e4 twice. So I had to do something about that. If I need to do something about it. So I think I lose my pawn. Unfortunately, I lose my pawn.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, I had to lose that
Maybe
guy.
h5 you have.
Yeah, h5, rook takes h5, and just like diverting the way the knight rather. Maybe something like that. So I'll just maybe try for the possible potential attacks, possibly attacking things like it's like the pawn sack is possible, but we'll think about it later. So now this game that is me goes this way, queen e6. Right, I take the pawn is g4, bishop takes there, queen takes there, and we have him react to me. This is actually what I want. I want this one. Okay, now it's my turn again. Rook g5 f4. Okay, your turn.
Knight c3.
Knight c3. All right, so knight c3 here. Okay, my turn. Knight h5. Okay, this is what I want. I want this one. He allowed me to do this one. Knight h4. Taking this knight 3 times. There's no, let's say, fancy knight g3 things. Knight h4 if it's just a win a queen. Potentially, I'll just do this one, just like win a queen. So this is like a big ol' kind of chances, like this one. Big threats at his king and queen. So he has to watch out. Mission 6 isn't only the least of the worries. That 5 is a big one. It goes this way. Alrighty. Alright, it goes this way. So if I go, let's say the pawn town. 5 pawns, he has, yikes. He has 7 pawns. 7 pawns is 5. He's 2 pawns up. That is not fun. It's not fun at all. This is playing well. Too well. Okay. What if I go f5? Pawn takes f5, knight h4. But then he'll do bishop takes there, e7, rook e8. But then, yeah, it's maybe I could maybe get some counterplay. Maybe some counterplay. It's very maybe. But I want to get some counterplay. I don't want to have the 5s in my face, so I'll just do this one because it looks aggressive. Aggressive and make his pawn pushes, or let's say slow down massively. All right. Now it's my turn again. Okay. Pawn takes there. Oh yeah, I thought he would do this, but I figured that there was something I could do. Maybe there's nothing I could do. I just like lost a pawn for nothing for absolutely zero chances. So I thought there was something. There's actually nothing. Oh well. Oh well. I can do this. Actually, this one. Then rook f2, rook e6. Let's see. Let's see. Rook e6. Let's maybe something like this. Let's try and see what happens. To be honest, but then the takes d6, pawn to d6. It's like, this is absolutely abhorrent. Why did the pawn sack? Because it's actually bad, terribly bad. So, so maybe rook of fate. Maybe rook of 8. Attack the bishop. Take there. And I'm also check. Well, just g3. It's like, oh, pawn takes the bishop, then takes in g6 is g5 is, well, then f4 happens. Okay, rook of fate takes in d6, pawn takes d6, f4. Then this second game we're down a pawn, but we maybe have activity. Rook g6, and this maybe a lot of maybes we're relying on. So, but I'm hoping that I can get something going started. And, all right, so I can't afford anything else. So, all right, let's get rid of this problem. Then rook bishop takes f4 is the thing. All right, now my turn again. All right, you need to play faster because we don't have much time. Okay, this one. Three, knight 2, then knight 3. Okay, this is good. Maybe. Rook of 4, rook of 3. Yeah. All right. I can only have 2 though. And this one. Okay, this is one h4. And this is one is for me. Yeah, I thought he would do this. He's playing well, playing too well. All right, queen g5. Queen g5. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, this is my turn again. Bishop e4. Bishop e4. All right, he's taking the queen. Queen goes to. It goes where? d8 maybe, or let's do f8. F8 looks nice. I like it. Yeah, but f8 looks nice. All right. All right, my turn again. All right, this one. If I do the rook takes there, pawn takes there. It's a rook in game, down a pawn, and this is don't rook c8 because rook c1 because I've rook e2 checks. So maybe rook two things. So maybe I could just do this one. Just try to trade off the rook for the rook and play down a pawn rook in game. But I can hopefully have counter chances of this in game. Try to save myself. This is me. Okay, it goes this way. Queen takes rook. Yeah. Alrighty. This is one is me again. Rook f2. Oh, okay. Rook f2, now f5. Maybe rook f5. Maybe rook f5. Maybe rook f5. And rook h5. Yeah, rook
Your
h5.
rook is hanging.
Oh, this one. Yeah, that's right. So maybe this is more prominent. The other rook is hanging. That's the thing. Thank you for saving my life there. Also, all right, this one. Whoa. Okay, he avoided that one, but this is still not a fork. It's still not a fork. But the knight c6 is a pawn, a free pawn. Attack the queen, the tempo, and maybe there's something here. Maybe nothing here. So I like the counter chances I get, though. Possibly. So let's go for it. Let's see what happens. Okay, it goes this way. It's your turn now.
Oh, King C1.
Guess you want, okay. Okay, it goes this way. I want to trade queens. I don't want to trade queens. I want to suit queen d1. Yeah, okay, this bishop b6 check because Sapium does that. Oh, he gives a pawn back. Clever, clever, clever. Good move from him. All right, so, oh well. King e8. But then, all right, let's see. King e8. All right, now we're at even material now. So that's one is my turn again. All right, goes this way. Rook is there. All right, rook f6 to try to get the pawn. But then bishop h4. Then okay, this is interesting. Again, the rook is hanging, so maybe rook e8, rook e8. I don't see any, let's say, permanent death for this one. Myself, okay, this one. Yeah,
Rook AE8.
rook e8. All right, rook e8.
Yes.
All right, this one. Our pawn takes pawn, rook. Okay, Seppium goes this way. All right, I'll do. All right, so now I can do rook c8, develop the rook, and defend the knight. So like other possibilities. I like this one actually. To be honest, is there anything wrong with it? I don't see it. I don't see it. Message from this one. Okay. All right, my turn again. All right. All right. I think I want to do for myself. I defend the knight. It's like, all right, defend the knight. Defend the knight. Where is the thing? Where to go? The knight. d4 gets him out to the pawn. a7 is annoying. It makes my knight look like normalized land. So I gotta do this one. All right. This is like the. There's this one that's like hokey looking, but maybe. But then bishop a6 is annoying too. This is very annoying. So I can do bishop h3, but the g6 and lose a piece. Let's do the fact that knight d4. Yeah, knight d4. See what happens. All right, now my turn again. Rook e1. All right. He wants knight e4. I guess take this thing. All right. Knight d3. All right. Maybe not knight d3. It's like a. Okay. All right. So we go in there. Then knight e4, queen e7 or queen d8 maybe. Just guarding this rook. All right. This is your turn now.
Oh my. Um. Well, I don't know.
This is tough.
Rook F1.
Mm-hmm. Okay. This is my turn again. Okay, goes this way. Blocks this one. Okay. Rook c8. Rook c8 looks possibly a move. Yeah, rook c8. Okay, this one. Oh wow, he goes this way. Okay, rook c6. Okay. He's playing good. Stepping is really good. Doing well. Okay, now. Alright, goes this way. Queen d8. Goes this way. Alright. Sapium goes takes a pawn. Sapium takes a pawn.
It's
However,
free. It's free.
it's free?
Yeah, looks like free, but I don't know. It looks
Okay.
like.
Yeah, I see the tactic, yeah. This is the tactic there. Yeah, it's like this is free to me. Yeah, it's free to
It's
me. Good tactics. Don't tell them. Don't tell them. Please don't tell them. All right. So now bishop c2 is maneuvering things. Maybe they have the rook go back. I think that my guess is that. And let's do this one. Let's do h6 there. Maybe not there, but I want to get this pawn roll going. So like, All right. Maybe rook g7. Rook g7 looks nice, to be honest. Okay, it goes this way. Knight d3, return. Only way to go is b1, right?
Yeah, going king.
Only way to go. It goes this way. All right, so rook c4. Rook c4. Maybe this looks like a good move. And then king e3 then. King e3. Maybe not. Maybe king e7 to get the king to block the squares. All right. Goes this way. And then check. All right. Sapium did well until he lost a piece for free. Tactics, Sapium, tactics. You got so far, and tactics was the problem. All right, this one, you played really well. I think that you played really well, but way above your expectations, I'll say. This is my turn. Gosh, only 21 minutes. All right, so I'll do that there. Yeah. Sapium has said I hate this game. I heard that before. I'm sorry about that, Sapium. It happens. 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 All right, that's your turn.
Um, Queen H. Wait. Yeah, Queen H3 first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay. And now it's my turn. He goes this way. D5. Interesting. Goes D5. If I go C6, trying to take this guy off this rocker and take the pawn. And yeah, C6 looks like it's annoying, but like, okay, C6, take C6, queen to C6. We're down pawns, but we have a counterplay. We take an E3, and yeah, it looks like it's like a good move to me, honestly. No worries about fear. This is a king at A1, only move, right? Only move to go, right, Joseph?
Yeah, King A1.
Yeah, only move to do. All right, this is one. He goes this one from A7. Okay, A7. All right, wow, he goes this way. And he wants to do something like this one, mates, threats. That's annoying. That's definitely annoying. So after rook g2, maybe this one too. What to do? You know what? If I go this way, okay. If I go knight 4, then do knight d3. I can do rook g7. Well, then it's like 2 rooks for a queen is not going to be helpful for me at all. Not at all. I'm going to lose this game. I could do actually knight f3. Just have the queen guard this way. Just blocking this way, and hopefully that we can do knight g5 sort of maneuvers. But they take an e4 with impunity. That's not good at all. Not a good move at all. Where's g2? Maybe here. G2. Maybe this one was g2. It's like, I gotta do something about that threat. Yeah, nothing to do besides this one. Maybe let's do this one. Just like have the king go d1 if I need to escape squares. All right, this one is yours.
Knight takes bishop on E4.
Knight takes bishop g4. All right,
Knight takes bishop on E4.
a4. Okay, a4. Okay, I got it. Your turn.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's too much. Yeah, resign, I think.
Okay. Well, now we have 5 more games. It's a tough game. All right, goes this way. Okay. It goes this way. This is a good move, but all right, c5. At least I got the resources. I can do d6, d8. So thankfully I have c5 to like block that threat. All right, he wants to go queen d1. Annoying move again. King there. But this discoveries are terrible. Very terrible discoveries. F3, queen d1, king f2. Again, knight c3 is annoying. Very annoying move. Like, this is locked down for death. Maybe to do the king e2 instead. King e2 right away. King e2 right away. Queen e2 right away. King e2 right away. f3. Knight takes f3 is fine. I think I need to do this one, unfortunately. Fortunately, I do this one. All right. My turn goes this way. All right. I have no sort of ambitions here. I don't have any plans. We're down two pawns, and we have no counterplay. So let's see how many games you have, Joseph. So we have 5 more games. We have one for me. One for me. Can you take this game, Joseph?
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Okay, yeah. So let you have this game. It's tough. This game's tough.
Mm,
No worries, Fisher. No problems.
what I can do? Rook to d8, I think.
Yeah. This is your game.
Rook takes knight on
E4.
4. Yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay. And this is my turn. I'll do rook c5. Yeah, rook c5. Looks good to me. Right now, it's my. This is, my turn. Okay. Okay. g5. Okay, this one I have 3. There's nothing that he does to me. Oh, knight e4. He goes knight e4. It had to be done. Fortunately, it has to be done. Yeah. Terrible. All right, this one. Okay.
Um,
Yeah, your turn.
Rook, I don't know, b5 maybe.
That's not good to have you here. Here you also say, oh, no. Okay, this is my turn. This is okay. H5, H5, G4. Okay, this one can be 6. Really, he wants to get the extra squares of this one, this one, this one. Okay, do this one rook e6. I'll just do king f8. Don't want to give him his pawn. Okay. Okay. No, it's your turn.
On to b4.
Pawn b4. All right, pawn b4. Let's do it. Yep. Okay, this is the nightmare. Knight 2c4. Alrighty, so rook f7. No, didn't take the thing. Okay. Well, then rook g4. Only move to go. To be honest. Okay, this one. My turn. Okay, goes this way. G4 is still on the table. G4, pawn takes there, knight takes there, knight takes there. We get the motion of things, so we get the pawn break we want. If we're careful though, because you can take things back. That's the thing. All right, your turn.
Pawn to c4.
On c4. All right. My turn. Because knight takes e3. Oh, I'll resign this game. That was a tough game. I didn't know what to do except for. Yeah, that was a tough guy. That was a good game. I need to look that game over. Your turn. He got me.
Pawn rook f6 maybe.
Yeah. Sacrifice in exchange for something. Okay. All right, now it's my turn. Okay. Knight g4. Knight g4, yeah. Knight g4, g4, or g4. Knight g4, yeah. Now, this is my turn. I'll take in d5 because I can. Because we're even to pawns now. That's good. We have an even pawn structure, a compound count, rather. So it's good. I like this, let's say, come back for the grave sort of situation.
Queen takes bishop on f6.
Yeah. All right. All right. This one. Okay.
Free queen.
Yeah, queen is gone. You got it. Yay. Your turn. You forgot. Yes. The classical mistake of my queen's hanging.
I don't know what to do.
It's called television. So what does it do?
Rook F8.
Market fate. Yeah. Okay, this one, he goes this way. All right. Okay. So let's do. No, I'm trying to get this rook king in the game. How do I get the king in the game is the question. Rook d3. Rook d3 to stymie the other king. Rook e6 doesn't do anything. I'm trying to make sure that he can be limited to his moves. So this one is good for me. This is your turn.
Um,
Unfortunate.
Pawn to C3.
Yeah, something there. 2 games left. 2 games left. This one and the other one. They have little time. And that would take us queen. Okay, this one.
Pawn takes C3.
All right. All right, your turn. I think then Art uses the engine. Oh boy, that's a flagrant accusation. I hope
Rook
that's
to
not.
B8. I cannot. Rook E8.
Okay. Yeah, that's annoying. All right, now this is my turn. Now I can move the king, but then rook c7, then king f6. This is actually some counter chances. Maybe I'm hoping there's something. That's the best. Try to make
Queen
to
takes
bank it.
D6.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, it goes this way. King f6. Okay. All right, goes this way. Alrighty. Now I take this pawn. Rook takes g7. Rotates there. Take the b pawn. This is actually progress, I think. All right, now it's your turn. Check in there. Wow, is it done?
Yeah, I think I designed it. Yeah, it's done.
It's not too much. Yeah, one more game to go. Two. That's why I gave that game to you. It's like if only anything could do it is maybe you, but even still, it's like nothing to do. Nothing to do besides wait. All right, let's go back to the Simul. This one more game. This is the one here. Yeah. Okay, it goes this way. It goes this way. All right. RB2. RB2. Yeah, this one. This one. Taking B2 is the thing. Take B2 check. They go up. I take A pawn. Take A pawn. A pawn. All right.
Pawn is free.
Pawn is free.
Yeah, I mean that. I don't know. King E6 or Rook G3 is better.
Yeah, I think that King E6, G7, Rook G3 is good enough. I think because Rook G3, the Rook takes D6, so they defend the pawn. So like, let's see this one there, maybe B4. The pawn can't move forward, and we just move our pawns. And I'm hoping that he didn't like have a rook sacking to take the pawns into like 2 versus 1, and just try to
King.
draw.
Yeah. But King takes pawn is also winning. I don't know.
King
Is
of
there
pawn.
fortress?
Yeah. So okay, let me think. That take there. King f5. Oh no, maybe not king f5. King f7. King f7. Rook b6.
Rook
Then rook
B3.
b3. Yeah, maybe this probably good enough. Yeah, maybe good enough. Just the king can be moving around like rook there, and the king somehow move up over the rainbow and to the C. All right, rook b3. Rook b3 check. King e7. King e7. Okay, this way. All right. With that being said, I can do something like this one. Maybe the king up. Have this eventually the rook blocks. Yeah, king up. The king is totally out of play. King up. King up. King up. King up. King up. The king has to go down. So let's do this one. Okay, let's see about this one. This one, rook b6, rook d5. This is actually good, I think. Right?
Yeah, should be.
King e3, then king d3, king b4, king
I
c2.
don't know. It looks not enough.
Not enough? All right, yeah, it's good for me at least. So I'm building a bridge for the king to go to the queen side rather. So this one here,
Okay, fine.
yeah, this one there, this one there. Take the pawn. Take there. Take there. They take there twice. A3 just winning. There's nothing to do. So I got the
Yeah.
end game, thankfully. I always have trouble the line, so I think in between time it helps. Yeah, it helps. If you're thinking of my time, that's good time management. I think I would declare as a good time management tip for ourselves. Okay, it goes this way. All right, he's trying to do this one. So how to get this way? So this one.
There's rook c5 there.
Rook c5. Okay, rook c5 here. So I'm trying to figure out how to get this king. Maybe this one rook there, but again, this problem with how to get the king over. So let's see. There, king b4. Trying to make it so I could do a check and get the king, the rook, and b3. So maybe rook b4, and then rook b5, like you said. It's nothing. So there's something here. It's like technique required to do how to do this one. So let's see. You see for king. Okay. If only I had some options. So next, hopefully not draw here. So let's save this position for teaching purposes how to do this endgame. So, all right. So, all right. Endgame win lesson. Yeah, this is good. I like this position. So now I think for the rest of my time to think about how to win. All right. All right. And maybe I messed up this position, so I'm hoping I didn't.
I think no, it is still winning, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, so I'm trying to figure out the way to progress because king b4 is coming in, and if the king b4, how do I make progress? There's nothing to do. The king can't move anywhere in c file, so I'm trying to think of this one there, but then the king b4, like king b4, king d5, king b4, and there's nothing in here. If only had some leverage. So king c2, king b4 again. Rook d3, king b4, b5, a3. Is there anything like that? Like king there, king b4, rook d3, takes in b5, a3.
It could be, but there is rook a6 something.
Oh yeah, then take the rook and take the pawn with the rook and king.
But
That's
if the king on d1, I'm not sure.
d1.
Because
So
the
this
rook
one
just
there, yeah, king there. The
and then
king's there.
rook goes to d2. I'm not sure. I'm calculating.
All right, let me see this one. Okay, King d2, king b4, king d2. Let's say the way to move, what they do. Like, let's say they can't do rook c5. Let's say they rook c3, me. If they go rook c3, defending a3 pushes. And then we do what? It's like, it's always a problem. How do this? All right. I do have a feeling like you do. It's like a win somewhere, but where is it? So like rook c4 is like, okay, you need to have the rook on the c file as well as the b file. It's like, okay, it's annoying. The b part falls, the king is losing our winning chances. So okay. Well, let's do king c2 and see what he does. Let's see what he does. See what he does. We have some lines, but he does the move. He does the move, and what to do in this case? All right. Actually, 3 takes there. A3. King b4. Maybe this, like, the thing is, there's no time. There's no time. Actually, no time. Yikes. I think there's no win, to be honest. I think that we just messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. King d1 maybe you should try, but there's c3 that only move.
Only, yeah, if he sees it and is not stream sniping. He's confident player. He does that. He does the move. Yeah.
Then that's a move.
All right.
But I don't know. Maybe you try rook e5 something.
Rook e5. Yeah. Wait for.
Maybe. I don't know what he wants to
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. Just making sure he runs on to do some moves, and maybe you can just get the kind of the c file. They have to move the rook somewhere on the c file, and we just do something like that. So the c file somewhere backwards. So where to go? We'll find out. So his time is. If he think more longer, he has more time to calculate things. So maybe we just pressurize him the clock and make him mess up things. So that's the best chance we have, I think.
Yeah, still not easy to hold.
Yeah. It's like fortress things. Let's see if he does something.
I mean, you have to move the king to d1 and rook e2 maybe.
Well, if they take on b5, then.
And then push the pawn.
Oh yeah, push the pawn. Oh, the a2 is the thing. Yeah. b1. Okay.
But you cannot play if the rook's on c3. So now you have to play rook e2.
Rook e2. All right.
But I don't know if it's good enough.
Yeah, it's a try, right?
Only try left.
Only try left, yeah.
Where's the pawn? I don't know. It looks
Helpful.
hopefully, yeah.
King b4, king c3, king b3, king b1.
Yeah, in time.
On time, yeah. If rook h5, rook e1, and we just blocks the checkmate. So let's try. Okay, because it's king c4. Okay, king c4, king c1.
Yeah, king c1.
Yeah, that's fine. There's no problems here. I think we have an out. Thankfully. Hopefully we do. Hopefully not taking crazy pills. We're good. If we do this one, it's amazing, Simul. We do this. I had doubts, but I think that we had one last chance to, let's say, make him pressurize the tire pressure, and we got him to slip up. That's a good thing for us.
And the rook goes somewhere.
Rook h2, for example. Yeah. It's easy now. Give me one. Promotion is good. Okay, king one. Easy game now. Rook b2. Thank goodness. All right. We take the queen. Doesn't matter. We could do queen, rook versus king endgame.
Yeah.
It's easy. Easy checkmate. Rook f1, king a2 to the king versus rook endgame. It's just okay. Thank goodness. That was a tough endgame, to be honest.
Game for sure, yeah.
So if I were to get like the table bases, like here, like table bases will say, table base is a draw. Is a draw. Okay.
I don't know.
So like, let me set this position and like okay, this is a
draw.
us winning. Rook a2 is only one. So like, even before, that's one. So this is a draw position after king d3.
And then how to?
So then he did rook c6 blunder. This is a blunder. Let's give it a chance. We found the only move, rook e2. Then there's the losing. So besides this one, there's rook e3. Rook e3 is a lot of moves to draw, but that is interesting how that is a draw. It looks like the classical win, but because the king is in front. Yeah.
Yeah, the draw is not obvious, I think. What is
Definitely
the draw? Rook
Yes.
d3, and then what? Go back.
So back where rook e2? You mean?
No, I mean if I mean how white can hold this. I think it's the right question.
Yeah. So
It's really hard.
yeah. So if I go, let's say, king d2 back, then we just rook e1. Just a file pivots back and forth. So just doing anything with a king or a rook, we just like rook d5, then even rook f1, but don't need to do that. We can do rook a3 again, just back and forth this way, back and forth.
No, yeah.
Yeah, there's no progress for the king, and that is the key for the win, to have the king and the rook infiltrate. Yeah. But that's a good game, good Simul. Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you.
All right. See you next Sunday, hopefully, right?
Yep.
All right. Bye, everybody. And if you guys get value, make sure you like the video, and I'll see you next time. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye now.